It's something that's real, actually. Kind of. Anyway, so this is a CAS video. It's my third CAS video I've filmed. One was too dark, and one was too quiet. And this one, hopefully, will be just right. I'm going to do 2 videos today, split it in half, so it's easier to watch. And whoops, there we go. And so this is some informational stuff that everybody will need to know. And you're going to watch this on School of Super Fido. Yeah, anyway, so be sure to subscribe to it. It gives you all the videos that you need for my stuff at the school. But anyway, okay, let's get right into it. You guys are IB juniors. Normally last year, we would have had a meeting in this theater. And you could have asked me questions, and I could have, given you this presentation then. And I also would have had it now as, incoming juniors. But we can't do that due to COVID, obviously. And so I'm going to do the best that I can and get you this information anyway. I'm also going to give you guys some Zoom time soon, just like I talked about. Anyway, let's get into CAS. I'll do this probably two videos of about 15 minutes each. And so I'll get through it pretty quickly. And I'll give you some more information about the other stuff later. Anyway, so everybody here, whoops, there we go. What is CAS actually? Okay, put those up there. What is CAS? CAS is one of the 3 core components of the IB program. If you don't pass CAS, you don't get an IB diploma. The other 2 core components are theory of knowledge and the extended essay. You don't probably know much about any of those at this point in time, but soon you will. But CAS is one of them. CAS stands for Creativity, Action, and Service. It's one of the 3 core requirements, like I said there. And then passing CAS is a requirement for getting the IB diploma, as is the successful completion of the other 2. So that's what it is. Like I said before, it stands for Creativity, Activity, and Service in that order. So, CAS consists of 150 hours of extracurricular activity. Extracurricular means outside of school. This specifically means, in relation to the IB program, outside of the IB program. I'm going to talk about it more in a bit. But if you take something which is not part of your IB diploma, you can use that, for instance, as creativity hours, like if you were going to take a ceramics class or something like that. If it's not part of the IB diploma, you can use it as creativity hours. Or if you took a PE class or something, you could actually use that as activity hours. So it's maybe a good idea. I mean, we're not going to be here this year, or this part of the year, so I'm not exactly sure everything. But anyway, it needs to be spread out fairly evenly over the 2 years of your stay in the IB program. 50 hours in each of the 3 different parts: creativity, activity, and service. That amounts to about 12.5 hours of each in each semester. It is not very excessive. It is easy to do. You just need to do some planning. You don't have to plan it that meticulously. And to be honest, a lot of people end up with hundreds and hundreds of hours and they never even think about it. So, you don't need to like that. But that's just the idea, so you're on track, on pace. Okay, anyway, what is creativity? It's any activity that is a creative in nature, like acting. I don't know if that's acting. But writing, art, drama, dance, pottery, sculpture, theater, web design. There's another one. Musical composition, game or app development, creating a film, photography. I'm doing these films, editing them with an editing program. It's actually quite creative and quite fun. I don't know how much I'm going to do with this one, so it's actually quite fun. But those types of things. Okay. I keep pushing the wrong way. I don't know what's wrong with me. What is activity? Mai Tai would be an activity. You can kick your friend. As a rule of thumb, anything which increases your heart rate. Video games, no. Although it increases your heart rate. I'm a gamer. That's why I have Super Fido. It's my game tag. Increases my heart rate, makes me swear too. But that doesn't work as an activity. It needs to be something more physically involved than, not running to get a Coke every 20 minutes or something. The goal is to improve your health. Normal stuff, sports, yoga, fitness stuff, jogging, gymnastics, hiking, rock climbing, you name it. All that kind of activity stuff. Okay, it's a little bit more difficult to go to a gym now. And there are no school sports currently. So you might need to get a little bit creative with what you're going to do. But going on walks works. I'm going to talk about supervisors and stuff in a minute. But there's a lot of other things. Walking your dog, hiking. There's a lot of things you can still do, and people do. Jogging. What is a service? This is important. Service is an unpaid community service which adds to the betterment of society in some way. All right, working at McDonald's, getting paid, you're not doing a service for McDonald's. It doesn't work. If you helped your dad with his construction company at $20 an hour, that's not a service. It's a job. So no paid work. It can't be paid work. Anyway, lots of different things. There are so many different things you could do. There's a bunch of examples here. Tutoring, community cleanups, animal welfare work, raising funds for a reputable charity, assisting poor, homeless, elderly, assisting victims of disasters. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on, service-oriented stuff going on now with COVID. There's food bank work, making masks could even be, maybe even helping your elderly neighbor cut their grass. I mean, there's so many different things that could be done. So it's a very, very wide range of things. Some of the things people do a lot, they do, volunteering over at Swedish Hospital. And then there's also students saving salmon. There's a bunch of other stuff going on. There's tons of ways to get your service hours. Okay, so CAS cannot consist of paid work, which I just said, activities during school hours within the IB program. That changed a few years ago. School hours within the IB program. So it's like I said before, if you want to take a ceramics class or something, or you were to take a PE class, which is outside of the IB, you can use that as activity hours. I just said that. And then you can have double hours for NHS, National Honor Society. I don't know what Mrs. Milstedt's going to do with the National Honor Society this year, but I sit next to her. Well, I used to sit in the same office, but now I have my own office. But I talk with her, and no double dipping. It's not very honorable to try to cheat in the National Honor Society. And not only that, it's malfeasance for the IB. So no double dipping. That's proselytizing for the church. That big word, proselytizing, that means, like, for instance, spreading the religion. If you're a Jehovah's Witness, if you're a Mormon, or any other religion that goes door to door and that kind of stuff, trying to spread the religion, that is proselytizing. And it's a service for the church, and by all means do it if it makes you feel good. Go ahead, but you can't use it for CAS. However, if you're going to, for instance, work in the Sunday school, take care of kids, like quit picking your nose and quit wiping, painting her hair and that kind of stuff. Anyway, if you're going to, do that sort of thing, that's a service for the church. Or for instance, if you're going to work at the Wednesday night community dinners and help serving food to needy people, certainly excellent church activity, excellent service activity, but no spreading the religion. Like, for instance, if you're giving a sermon or something in the church, that's part of the religious activities, and it's not a service for CAS. Political campaigning. Many of you may be interested in politics, especially with this very sort of odd year that we're living in. If you like political campaigning, you want Trump to win again, you want Biden to win, you want whatever you want. If you're into political campaigning, that's absolutely brilliant. Go ahead and do it. It's your right as a citizen of this country to do such a thing. However, you cannot use political campaigning for a service. And there's a lot of other things that could be used as a service, but political campaigning, no. Okay, so CAS activities need to lead to growth as you as an individual, be reflected upon regularly in your managed back journals. I'm going to do another video with managed back. I think what I'll probably do is just do like my face on the thing and talk about it. If you go into managed back, there is how to enter activities in managed back on ManageBack. So you're going to need to take a look at that, but I will go over it with you guys anyway. Be tied into the CAS learning objectives. Okay, there's 8 CAS learning objectives that comes on the next slide. CAS learning objectives are these. I'm not gonna go over each and every one of these. I'm gonna mention them, but I will just put them out here. Whoops. Okay. I think I need a new battery or something. Anyway, increase your awareness of your own strengths and areas for growth. Undertake new challenges. Plan and initiate activities. Work collaboratively with others. Show perseverance and commitment. Engage with issues of global importance. To consider the ethical implications of what you do and develop new skills. And so what you'll see is when you enter into ManageBack that there's actually a box check sort of little thing that has these. And so over the course of CAS, you need to do something to include all those. That's kind of a little bit of more than you need to know right now. That's what they are. You're going to see them in there, and that's kind of what I'm talking about right here. So what I'll do is I will end that video here, and then I will do the next video on the next one.